everybody. I am impatient, so I did not want to wait until 8 o'clock. I'm hot, and it's nicer inside than it is out. So here we are, and good evening. Let's see who we got in here so far. Got Squatch Firewood, Bill Saflarski, Josh Leach, Ron Brooks, Brianna Gorman, Tim Poor, Iffy Kid. So we're trickling in. I started a little early. I didn't want to wait. I was being impatient, so deal with it. It's been another hot day, and man, oh man, is the shower after this live stream going to feel good. I was out stacking wood for Gramp. I didn't get it all stacked, and it won't all be stacked, but I got some of it stacked. Tim and Sarah and the gang, good evening. Good to see you guys. Speedy, hello. Daniel Atkins, Kevin Violet, K-Train, Sherry Miller. Daniel, we missed you at the last live stream. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, were there a lot of spam bots in here. That was quite an adventure with the last live, so good to see you here. Boots in the grass. Just Dad and Brooke. Reese is still at horse camp. Kevin Harvey, good evening, buddy. Good to see you. Got Brandon Hode. Rob outside in a 515. Craig's Cord to Coles. Scott McCain. Tim, I'm not holding up all that great. It is hot. And when I say hot, I mean hot. It's not fun. Michigan Man Firewood. We added another wood lady to the ranks tonight. Baby number 5 arrived yesterday afternoon. Well, congratulations to you guys. And 5, you've almost got a baseball team. Don't stop now. Wise Choice Firewood. How you doing? Ken, how we doing, buddy? Billy Bob's Wood. Hope all is well. Well, hope all is well with you as well. And Daniel said as he was driving back home from an Eastern Washington chainsaw event. I watched a little bit of those videos. I've been trying to do a little more video watching, but man, I'm just not finding the time. Brad 6 wants to know what's the plan for the new Woodyard. So the new Woodyard is going to be 1 acre square, all open, wide open, so that we can turn trucks and tractor trailers right around and swing them back through. And we're going to use that to increase what we can keep for tree length wood and to hopefully improve our process. We've started cutting in. They're supposed to start groundwork within the next 2 weeks. The rain has been holding everything up here. We've had 3 hot days. That's the only nice days we've had. And now we're going back to rain Saturday. They're saying another 1.5 inches of rain. Robert Daigle, Carl Lewis. Everybody's coming in tonight. Exactly 2 times his yard, says Brandon Hode. Iffy Kid says 3.5 inches of rain cooled everything off there. Yeah, holy smokes. You can keep your 3.5 inches. 1.5 inches is going to be hard enough. Brent Smith, still hot in Alabama, he says. Humid too. Len, Mercury Man, how we doing? Brad 6, it's all small stuff. It's mostly going to be camp wood and some small firewood. It's not a lot of big stuff in there at all, and it's really wet, so the wood that is there isn't that great, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Bill Saflarski says 10 minutes of rain this afternoon and the heat really kicked on. That's not good. Don't need any more of that. Yep, Rob says they're getting rain and then hot and humid. Goobs Outdoors, how goes it out there on the West Coast, my friend? Good to see you. So tomorrow they're saying highs in the 70s. I'll take that because it's been in the 90s and over 100, so I'll take the 70s. 70s is no problem. We'll take it. $95 degrees for Speedy with a 108-degree heat index. Holy smokes. Rusty Garage and Homestead, Mr. Mike, how you doing, buddy? I am getting behind on the chat. You guys are cranking today. Clarence Dobson, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Good to see you. So I tried the hat. I got a hat from a subscriber. We all got a hat, and I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't do it. It was dripping in my eyes too bad, so I went back to my ball cap. But man, it was hot today. I was struggling, and then I broke the belt on the conveyor. So I got new belts ordered. Kevin will pick those up in the morning on his way over here, and then we got to try to get a 5-cord order done. So it's pretty cool. I stole one of my wife's energy drinks. She says these are better for me if I want my caffeine than the soda. Not sold on them, but they do have caffeine, so that helps. Heath says, feels awesome in Michigan right now. Temp is dropping like crazy, down in the 60s tonight. Yeah, buddy, I'll take that any day. Daniel Atkins says, nice crisp 72 degrees in Seattle, almost banana hammock weather. Well, there's a visual. Nothing than a big old bowl of cold watermelon after the heat during the live chat. Well, Richard was in the watermelon today. He polished off half a watermelon by himself. I've been sucking down bottled water like it's going out of style. I've only had 2 Cokes all week long, and I'll tell you, I think the weight's coming off. I haven't touched a scale, and I don't plan to either, but I'm gonna make sure that we stick to it. I'm trying. I'm pushing. I have a goal, and I'm gonna see if I can meet it. It's not fun and it's not easy, but we'll get there and we'll do it. And Jason says he can eat a large watermelon in one sitting. So I like a good watermelon, but most of the time we don't get good watermelon up here. So it is what it is. Goob says that nobody wants to see Daniel in his banana hammock unless he has his stilettos on. Oh, especially when he has his stilettos on. Oh boy. Oh, I've got firewood orders coming through all over the place. So the Typhoon, it's not the product belt that broke, it's the drive belt that runs the product belt. So it's an A60 belt. Should have been a pretty easy thing, and I thought I had an extra one, but I couldn't find it, so I ordered 3. So that way we'll have a couple extras. So, Tim Poor. Look out, world. Russ is taking sexy back to 10. Probably about a 2.5, but 10 sounds good. It's your story. You can tell it how you want. Oh. Mercury Man says it's still in the 80s over there on the west side of Michigan. Boots says he cut pop or soda out at the first of the year. Now can't stand the taste. Give it 2 weeks. It'll be easier. Well, my problem is I really like some Coke in my mixed drinks. So I'm trying to find something I like better. And we're working on it. So Michigan Man said he worked at a box store at a high school. Unlimited soft drinks is a perk. After he left that job and worked at a car dealership as a wash boy, he dropped over 20 pounds in a summer. Well, I'd take a 20-pound drop. I'd be happy with that. Britt, Foothills Firewood. He's got his welding Crocs out. He's ready to go. I'm going to have to find a pair of stilettos just for the fun of it. Oh man, Goobs and Daniel, they're taking the West Coast thing serious over there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Coke Zero, yeah, could do Coke Zero. I'm gonna try to get rid of it. Heath says he may be driving right now, so if he misses any comments, that's why. So stay on the road, Heath. Stay on the road. Oh, Wise Choice is fishing out of Oswego on Friday morning for salmon. That sounds like a good trip right there. Yep, ginger ale. I like ginger ale in my my mixed drinks too. That works. Yeah, I think I have, Brianna. I think I have. I don't know if I have, but I think I have, so. Daniel has to show off his extra 50 pounds. Did I miss something? Huh. Yep, you're absolutely right, Rob. I like my bourbon too, so that wouldn't be a problem at all to have a nice bourbon and just go with that. So, Neighborly Homestead said he wants to give Saw Suppliers a huge shout out because they're incredible to deal with. And I know what he's talking about, so I'll kind of go on with this a little bit. So, as you know, Tim squished his 501 and he wanted a new one and he ordered it. And somehow, in the translation of everything happening, Saw Supplier's inventory was off and they didn't have it available. So, what they did, which I thought was really, really awesome, is they gave him a 550 Husqvarna XP, which is about a $250 extra saw for just a $40 difference in price, and took care of it for him so that he doesn't have to go without his saw. So I thought that was really awesome, and it's just another reason why Saw Supplier is so great to deal with. I mean, that's really cool that they do that. Goob says that Daniel Atkins had a troll in his comments and said something about an extra 50 pounds. Well, I don't think you look like you put on any more than 20, Daniel. So I think you're doing great, buddy. Keep it up. Brianna Gorman used to live in Oswego. Well, there you go. Small world, everybody. Brent Smith keeps his bourbon in the freezer and drinks it neat. I like mine neat, too. Nick Mancini, Nick and Gavin checking in from Rhode Island. Good evening, boys. Good to see you. Yeah, everybody's saying that Saw Supplier is a good business. They are. They're really, really great to deal with. That's for sure. Well, there you go. Gave him the 550 option and told him they'd give him a smoking deal on whatever other saw he wanted. So now, Sarah, Tim has to get another saw because he's going to get a really good deal. So, perfect. So John Salmonson says that he screwed his order up at Saw Supplier and they emailed him to verify it and got it squared away. So they pay really good attention. They have excellent customer service and they do a really, really good job. So that's why I like working with them. They've been really, really good to deal with. So it's really nice. And PA Trapper said when he ordered his 620, they didn't have a Sugihara bar, so they asked him if he wanted a Samara bar instead. So, I mean, that's the advantage of dealing with a smaller company, guys. You get the customer service, and customer service is just missing so big in today's society. I've been doing some customer service work with Cord King and Firewood processors in the last couple of days, and one of the comments I got from one of the guys was, man, you know, your customer service is great. And I said, well, that's what you're paying for. You're paying to have decent customer service. And, you know, if you are spending this kind of money, you deserve to have some decent service. So I just think that customer service is just lacking so hard lately. All right. So Michigan Man Firewood, I have red petroleum dye coming tomorrow, and we're going to try it. We'll do a video too, and we'll see how it works. We're going to see if we know what we're doing, and if that works, then we can make any bar oil red, so Grandpa will be happy. Frontier Firewood, good evening. Good to see you guys. Is it you and the boy, or just you tonight? PA Trapper says he's ordered there a bunch of times and always been great. Only one saw purchase so far, though. It happens. And somebody Nick was asking 562 or 572. I would say 572 all day long. I have not run one of the new 562s, but the 572 is a real good saw. Ron Brooks says a bit too hot to do anything. Tomorrow's much better. Wife has a procedure done on July 12th. Everyone stay safe. Sharpening my saw up to use. See you on Sunday. Well, good luck. And hopefully you get some cooler weather and you can get out and work in the Woodyard a little bit. And we'll definitely keep your wife and you in our prayers. And hopefully everything works out. So Frontier Firewood, it's he and his boy tonight. So good evening, men, and good to see you. Oh, Yadkin Valley Outdoors got in a new saw today. Is that the decked imported 261? Uh-oh. Frontier Firewood's boys took a baseball to the lip today at baseball practice, unfortunately. Yeah, that always smarts. That always smarts. Oh, Derek stuffs. He's going the other way. He says 562 is so nice. So Derek's got a bunch of saws and he runs a lot of them. So it's pretty interesting to see what we all run. I'm still sold on the Echo 620. We've got some other saws coming. Maybe I'll change my mind. Yeah, no, that's the dog. His mother's not here, so he's laying on the floor and staring at us, and he's down there snoring. He sleeps with his eyes open. He's a little strange like that. So if you hear the snoring, I ate dinner already. I had dinner. I ate that before the live stream. Hadn't had anything else to really eat today other than a couple of protein sticks, but we're good. He says his new saw can't come here soon enough. Shipped straight from saw suppliers to the porter. Dolmar 7900 is a fantastic saw, John. I like the Dolmar saws. I wish that they were still around because they were one of my favorites. Goobs, he is a French bulldog that's about twice as big as he's supposed to be, and his ears do not stand up straight like they're supposed to. So he's our bull. That's all he is just a bull. Yeah, Tim knows that sound. He's got 3 of them over where he is, so he knows that sound all too well. Tim's got it figured out. Scott McCain says, hottest day of the year, and went and picked up his new wood stove. Been saving for 2 years. Well, congratulations on the new stove. That's always fun. I got a housefly right on my head, and I'm not Mr. Miyagi. Just whacked myself, and it didn't work. Nick Mancini wants to know, what'd you get for a stove? I know we got a new stove about 3 years ago. We got a Heritage soapstone stove, and we love it. It's been a fantastic stove. That'll be staying here at this house, and when we move, we're going to do a high-efficiency outdoor boiler. So that's going to be the new adventure. I'm going to move to the outdoor wood boiler world and see what happens. A Blaze King Princess. Oh, there you go. Yep. Yeah, here comes the boiler wood. I'm not sure what kind of boiler I'm getting. I've been looking at Crown, and I've been looking at the Classic, and I looked at an Empire boiler too. I'd really like a dual fuel, but we'll see. We'll see. Blaze King Princess is excellent, says Britt from Foothills Firewood. Oh, and Speedy has a Blaze King Princess too. Aha, there you go. Yeah, I'll use my own cutoffs. PA Trapper has a Heatmaster G7000 gas fire and says it's awesome. So yeah, there you go. Pam Rakes, good evening. Good to see you. Britt's fireplace insert works good. His house was toasty when I was down there in January. Tim said he walked in the back door after cutting in the 108-degree heat index yesterday, and his wife Molly said the heat's getting hard on the horses. He says Molly's getting put to sleep tomorrow. And Josh and Janice, they've got a central boiler 560. John Salmonson has a central boiler classic dual fuel. So yeah, the dual fuel boiler, that's what kind of interests me. Just if I have to do a bunch of traveling with some of the other stuff I've got coming on. So, yeah, see that? Russ knows. Britt says it was good having Russ stay because when I left early, I loaded the stove for him. I did. If the stove will take a few more sticks, you always put them in there. Nick Mancini says, Gavin is tired from playing in the heat today. He's testing from yellow belt to orange belt tomorrow night. Can he get a quick shout out? Gavin, go get it, buddy. Get that done. We need to get you to black belt before you're old enough to run a chainsaw. That way you can be a black belt chainsaw wielding karate master. Start juggling chainsaws around. Derek's stuff doesn't even burn wood. He plays with firewood all the time, but doesn't even burn it. Yeah, the new stoves you can monitor on your phone from anywhere. That's kind of nice. So that, yeah, he says that's 5 times fast. Yeah, I can't say that 5 times fast. I couldn't even say it once. That's why I was getting all tongue-tied. So I tried though. Rob's daughter Sheila is a 2nd degree black belt. So you don't want to lip off too much to your daughter. She'll take you out. Just getting home from an overtime shift. Time to edit tomorrow's video. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Heath. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Yeah, I got bugs all through the house. It's the stinking heat. I got to put up some fly strips or something. I don't know where they come from, but they got to go. Just showed up today, too, so that's pretty special. Bill Saflarski has a classic 5036. And Boots in the Grass says, hardworking man, check your messages. So, he must want something. Yeah, I don't know if it's from the firewood or not, but I got inundated with houseflies today. I came in the house and it's not good. I got to get one of those electric fly swatters and start swinging. Oh, yeah, Josh Leach. Close out of the live chat, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. That'll help to move this along, and hopefully we don't get too many of those spam bots in here. Last live was a little crazy. And I've noticed there's been 2 lives that I've done with the orientation flipped the other way. And for whatever reason, that seems to have made more of the spam come through. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe I'm just thinking of things. I don't know. Yeah, see, Mike says he hasn't seen a bot all night long. Tom's Firewood. Good evening, Big Tom. How we doing, buddy? I find that housefly bags hung on the corners of my house keep less from coming inside. Yeah. Yeah, the horse flies, holy smokes. We got deer flies up here right now, and the deer flies are terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And I got into the brown tail moth. I got my arms all broke out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but holy smokes. Not good at all. That's good. That's what the moderators are supposed to do, Mercury Man. If the flies are biting, rain's coming. Well, we got rain coming Saturday, so absolutely makes sense because, man, oh man, they were biting some fierce today. They were rough. Used to have a central boiler when I lived in West Virginia. We miss it terribly. I think I'm going to like the outdoor boiler and getting to keep the wood outside and not have to lug it inside and clean up the mess all the time. And I'll get to burn all of my short ends and things like that too. So I think it's going to be a win. I'm looking forward to the outdoor wood burner. It's going to be a new experience. Yeah, I don't know. Josh Leach says I'm 100% correct on the live stream orientation on spam. So I thought that might have been what it is, but I don't know. Ken said it was the talk of the banana hammocks and stilettos from Daniel that scared him away. So the SOL department is doing what they're supposed to. Attaboy, Daniel. I got 2 cord done today. That was it. I had a less than productive day. It was hot. I didn't think it was that hot, but it was hot enough. And I got it done. Carl Lewis says he's going to try and make a longer video as long as the knee doesn't go out. Well, be easy on that knee. Be easy on that knee. New wood boilers run better with seasoned wood. Yep, that's what I've been hearing. So all of my ends are fairly well seasoned. So we're going to keep them probably in totes that I can pick up and move around with the tractor and go back and forth and go from there. Mike from Lake Ontario Firewood says he sees any of us in a banana hammock and stilettos, we're getting blocked. I feel targeted. Oh, Brandon's got his locust fence post pounded in. The chopper's almost ready for hay. An outside boiler. Remember, winter is coming. I don't complain about winter one bit, Brianna. Winter is absolutely perfectly fine with me. That is a word that I love. You will never hear me complain that it's too cold. The machinery might complain, and I might complain because the machinery doesn't start. But I won't complain that it's too cold. Tim says he'll be looking into outdoor boilers at Bunyan this year. It has a couple of barns that he wants to heat. Believe you can heat multiple buildings with one boiler. Yes, you can. If they're size big enough, you can put a separate zone, and you can break that zone into smaller zones afterwards. So yes, you can heat multiple buildings with one boiler, Tim. Scott went over to the Woodyard today. 3 full cords of ash ready to split as soon as the doctor gives him the okay. Well, there you go. Woodhound calendar. Oh boy. I don't know about that, Josh Leach, but it could happen. It could happen. Never say never. And Britt says it is hot down in North Carolina. Well, it's hot up here in Maine too. Way warmer than it's supposed to be. Yeah, I used to work at a place that had a top load boiler that you could feed with a grapple and just drop great big old chunks in. And yeah, that thing was a beast. That worked really, really well. But man, oh man, was it hungry. We were heating some huge space with it though, so it wasn't like a normal setup. So PA Trapper uses IBC totes and log lift bags to take wood right to the stove with the tractor. That's kind of what I'm thinking, is to be able to bring it right to it. Uh-oh, Britt's yelling at you guys. 78 people in here and only 28 likes. He says you know what to do. Attaboy, Britt. Get him. Nick Mancini says he was number 13. Me and Buddy cut firewood Friday and Saturday when it was 98. We had to go inside at noon to cool off. Yeah, I've had to take breaks on and off all day today. It's been nasty. PA Trapper, I am with you. I do not like stacking, but I'm going to get into the rack gang. So Allen Family Firewood started the Pretty Firewood racks a long time ago, and everybody seems to like those. They dry well, can pick them up, move them with a tractor, load them with a tractor. So for our restaurant bundle and seasoned firewood that we need, we're going to be building some racks. Little Red's going to get put to work, and we're going to see if we can do quarter cord racks. And the quarter cord is for more than one reason, because Little Red is small. It gets around without too much fuss or anything like that. And I've got an idea for delivery for a bunch of places. So if this works out right, Little Red's going to take a lot of road trips. So, yep, Little Red should be able to, no problem. I looked at the lift capacity and shouldn't be any issue at all to pick up a quarter cord. So that's That's what we're going to do. Well, I was going to do a logging winch, and I still may. But Little Red's not really made for the woods, so the logging winch is, it is what it is. But what I'm going to do is, John over in Corinth that cuts wood for me, he's got the LS tractor. He bought a counterweight that he thinks is a little too small. I think it's perfect size for Little Red, so I'm going to buy him a bigger counterweight because I found one cheaper, and I'm going to swap counterweights with him. And then we'll have a counterweight on Little Red, and we'll be able to go. So, have a good night, Dennis. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Yeah, no, you're right, Brent Smith. Phil and Karen, they've got it down. Phil's got those racks designed really good for his tractor. And if we ever get bigger equipment, I really like a 906 or a 908 cat loader with a set of rotating forks, and I'll build half cord baskets that are loose so we don't have to stack them. Billy Bob's Wood says, didn't know you were in Maine. From Steuben by Millbridge. Moved to New Hampshire for work 50 years ago. Yeah, I'm right in Old Town, Maine, just north of Bangor. So it's a small world. We don't go as far as we think we do. Oh yeah, this heat makes me angry big time, Yadkin. When that belt broke on the conveyor, I had to delete some video footage because there was some 4-letter words and just some angry disposition that came out. I only needed to do 2 more arms on the log lift and we'd have been all set and ready to go. But no, the belt crapped the bed and broke, and the heat makes me grumpy. I just don't have the patience for it. It's, yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Jason says he doesn't like himself in the heat. Brandon says makes the cows even dumber. Yep. So my grandparents actually lived in Chester, Billy. So that's pretty cool. My grandparents lived in Chester for sure. Yes, Bangor has a fair, and I believe it's August, the Bangor State Fair. It used to be a really big fair, not so much anymore. And Tim says that Little Red will handle it. Molly's 30 horsepower Coyote lifts 3rd cords all day, no problem. There you go. Britt says his video this Sunday is literally 84 cuts of him cussing himself out of edits. Well, there you go. Excuse me. Yeah, when Swamp Butt starts at 7 a.m., it's no good. And it's usually earlier than that because Gramps here by 4:45, so by 5:15, I'm soaked. If you're going to convert your conveyor to a belt, the only thing you need to do if it's a chain driven right now is you need to have drums. So you need 2 rollers, a curved driven roller and a flat idler roller on the other end, and some rough top belting. And make sure that the belt is tensioned enough, and you'll be pretty good to go there. The title might be "Don't watch this video unless you like big dudes breathing heavy." I don't know if that's a Firewood video, Britt. You might want to think about that thumbnail a little bit before you put that title out there. 3 Green Acres Firewood. Good evening. Good to see you. Squatch Firewood says he likes IBC totes. Just wish they were cheaper. That's why I'm not using IBC totes. Up here, IBC totes are like $100 a piece, and I'm not spending $100 a piece. Not happen. And this dog is like panting like he's going out of style. It's not even hot in here. That's how you know he's a house dog. He thinks this is hot out here in the office. He ought to have been outside all day today. Frontier Firewood says Buddy knows too many 4-letter words, and that's already his fault 100%. Yeah, Big Rich knows the 4-letter words too. So my grandparents' name, Josh, are John and Joanne Emerson, and I was talking Chester, Maine, not Chester, New Hampshire. So John and Josephine Emerson was their names. Oh, I got behind on messages again here. Yeah, toe-licking bulldog. He licks his feet more than any dog I've ever had in my life. I'm not sure why he does that, but man, drives me bonkers. Britt says he's losing subscribers on Sunday, and he's laughing about it. So I think he's okay with it either way. Frontier says they use IBC totes because they got them for free. Just sometimes pay them for appreciation. That's just our time and money going into them. That's pretty cool. Brandon Hode says he'll watch 2 times so that you get the views, Britt. So you're going to be all set. I don't have a mill nor the wood to make them nice totes like Allen Family Firewood. I've got a mill, but I don't know. I might make mine out of metal. I like to weld. So it's, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided. I'm going to make the first couple out of wood just to make sure that the tractor is going to do what I want it to do and do all of that stuff, and then we'll go from there. Uh-oh. Ken's seeing a retail opportunity with Foothills Firewood and Willey's Firewood. I can only imagine, but I think it would be good either way. Can't go wrong when you get a couple woodhounds together, especially if they're good woodhounds. Oh, Neighborly Homestead gained a few subs from the crushed saw short. Video has almost 7,500 views. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Tim Poor says IBC totes are $30 there, so they're about 100 up here, and they're usually not in real great shape. And I'm not spending $100 on them. I'm cheap. I won't. I don't know what these things are, but they got caffeine in them, so. The Crush 501P made me sick, said Frontier Firewood. It's never fun. I've run over a bunch of saws over the years with the tractor or the skidder and stuff like that, and it's just, yeah, not good. Mike says that I would be amazed or pissed if I had seen the amount of sawmills buried in the weeds near Plattsburgh. I saw at least 6. 2 of them were shiny wood misers. That's terrible. If somebody's got a mill, they ought to use it. I say that, and I haven't used mine since this winter. It's still sitting over to the job that I was working on. Both myself and the guy that I was milling for, we're both too busy, and we haven't gotten back to it yet. I actually saw him and talked about it today, but yeah, we'll see. 3 Green Acres had a little rain in 82 today. Wow, I definitely was much warmer than 82 with no rain. The rain was just sweat coming from me. So the new veteran charity in PA, we are looking at Maine, North Carolina, Indiana, and possibly Virginia right now. And when we go to the event in North Carolina, we're going to do some brainstorming, and we're going to have a meeting. We would like to get Wood for Warriors in all 50 states, but we'll see. I will be at Hope and Wood for Warriors, Britt, both. So that'll be good times at both places. It's going to be a busy travel time. I find that all these events seem to get stacked up. And there's going to come a point where I'm going to have to start making decisions on which one I go to and which one I don't. And for those of you that are watching, that's a tick. I felt something crawling on me. So he's got to die. Hang on just a second here. Got him. So we took care of him. I do not like ticks, not even a little bit. So we'll decapitate him just like this. And they're tough little buggers too. And he's done. So there. Thought I felt something crawling around on me. It's good to do for the veterans. So anything to do with veterans, I'm all for it. I like it. I enjoy it. I have fun with it. I just think it's a great, I think it's a great cause. I think it's a worthy cause. I don't worry so much about the ticks, but there's been a few times where I've gotten into them bad, and seems like once you have one on you, I feel like I got them crawling on me now, but it's just, yeah, it is what it is. We'll survive. We'll survive. That's one more reason to have a tick check tonight. So, man, see? Oh, Derek's got lots of ticks out there too. We got tons of them up here. They're bad. They're really, really thick this year. All right, so that energy drink is not like my soda, but it's only 10 calories. And now we switch back to the water. Wood for Warriors is Labor Day weekend in Hickory, North Carolina. So that's where we're doing the Wood for Warriors event. Labor Day weekend, Hickory, North Carolina. So should be a really good time. And I saw your comment, Mike, and definitely keep that in mind going forward. Squatch says, tick check misses every night, whether she likes it or not. I try too, but my wife tells me she works inside in an office. The chances of her having a tick are very low, and I told her it's a risk we can't take, so. Daniel says he likes it when his wife checks him out for ticks, especially when he's been at the office all day. Yeah, see, so that's, yeah, I understand. I understand. I get it. I got behind a little bit. The Brad Paisley song, I'd like to check you for ticks. Yep, that's right. So I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders at all. Ticks, snakes, lizards, no problem. Spiders, no. If you ever get a clip of me with a spider on camera, I'll leave it in the video on purpose to show you just what happens. But I usually scream like a small girl and run because I do not like spiders. I don't know what it is about them. I don't like them, not even a little. Can't do it. So I'll kill your snakes. I'll kill your ticks. You know, bees, hornets, whatever. Those are fine. Lizards, not spiders. Nope, not spiders. I feel like all I've done is drink all day and I'm still thirsty. It's almost like it was hot outside or something. Yeah, Mike doesn't like spiders either. Yeah, I'll get you a picture of the brick when we're down there, Brandon. I've got that I got that note in my notebook still. Anyone that gets a giant spider, show it so I can share with Shauna. Google search Up Island spider. We have those spiders here. It just doesn't sound like fun to me. Spiders are not good. Snakes are no problem, Tim. I'll take your snakes all day long, buddy. You kill the spiders, I'll take the snakes. No problem. For whatever reason, spiders and me, we don't get along. It is what it is. But we pick ticks off the animals daily, even though they've got their tick treatment and they're supposed to bite them and die and fall off and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. They're bad this year, real bad. I don't like eels either. Those are, I don't know. I know they're kind of like a snake, but for whatever reason, the slime on an eel, I'm not a fan. So yeah, eels and spiders. Those two things right there, I can do without both of those, and the world would be a happier place for me, but they're still here. So, oh, Goobs doesn't do scorpions. I have no scorpions in Maine. I don't want to live anywhere that has things that can kill me. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Josh Leach hates slugs. So I get those big leopard slugs on the firewood. Those things are kind of nasty too. Tim Poor says his steel dealer told him an average of $120 per saw increase coming. Well, that doesn't sound like very fun either. Yeah, eels, they say, are good tasting. Somebody can have my eels anytime they want. I'm all set. And Iffy Ked says he does not like snakes that rattle. Snakes that rattle will kill you too. So again, if it kills you, I don't want to be anywhere near it. But that's why I live in Maine. There's not many things up here that'll kill you. So we're good. Britt says he was bagging cherry up the other night and a snake curled up under it. Shut off too soon before he could do it. They're all copperheads as far as I'm concerned. See, again, living somewhere with things that'll hurt you. I'm not all set. Ronnie Crook says he's got a king snake that lives in his shop. I'm okay with snakes up here because there's no snakes up here that can hurt you. So it's not at all. Yeah, ticks. The ticks up here, we get Lyme and everything else from them. So I don't like the ticks on me any more than they have to be, and I try to keep them off and get a great thing doing. You know, make sure that they're off and we're not getting bit and having to go get tested for Lyme and all that stuff. Tim says he used to catch eels commercially. Slippery mess on my boat. A friend had a Jack Russell that would destroy them. Those Jack Russells are nasty. I got a buddy that's got a Jack Russell, and that thing will take a groundhog and just annihilate it in like 15 seconds. It's crazy. That little thing is vicious. Absolutely vicious. Yadkin Valley says he's driving down to the store and sleeping in the beer cooler. That's not a bad idea. Scott McCain says they're all cottonhead water rattlers. So, yeah, if you're scared of something, they all look like that. It doesn't matter what it is. They all look the same. So I get that for sure. What did Tim just say here? Had a baby snake come out of the basket after I ended the video. Couldn't find it to get it out of the garage. Just hope it doesn't come out bigger someday. Yeah, this live is shows that we all have ADHD really bad, and I struggle with that a lot. So we go from things that we don't like to Daniel in banana hammocks and stilettos to dogs and chainsaw prices and heat and weather. That's what keeps it interesting. You're never going to get here and have a topic from me. There might be a few things that I'd like to discuss when we come to these things, but I just kind of let it roll. And Britt says that poison ivy, he might as well choose his casket. I don't think I'm allergic to poison ivy, but I've got brown tail moth rash all over my arm, my chest, and my stomach right now, and it itches like a mother. Man, oh man, that's crazy. What's everyone going to? Beer, mixed drinks after a long day in the Woodyard right now during the week. Right there. And if it's weekend or I'm not working the next day, I like my bourbon. And I guess my bourbon with a little bit of diet ginger ale now, if I got to have something to put with it, because I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Drink it neat. Problem is, drink it neat, and I drink it too fast, and then we get carried away. Iffy Kid's got coffee and a banana bread snack. That sounds pretty good, too. Gin and tonic for Scott over at Wise Choice. I like hard cider. Hard cider is one of my favorites. Hard cider, I like trying all the different hard ciders when I go anywhere. I enjoy them. We've got a new beverage center in Bangor down near us, and they have a pile of cider. So I'm going to try a few of those. But right now, during the week, water. Yep. That's what my wife said too, Josh. Maybe if she's nice, she'll mix me some up. Ken pulled 5 truckloads of poison ivy out of the trees and burned it. that was when I was younger and dumber. That's, that wouldn't be very much fun. Been using Sawyer's Premium Insect Repellent quite a few years. No ticks yet this year. Spray your clothes and hat. Good for a couple of weeks. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into that for sure. Because it seems like on a daily basis, if I leave the Woodyard and I go anywhere, I'm pulling 3 to 5 ticks a day off me. Just from the corners of the yards and stuff like that. Richard went down into the gravel pit beside the house. He likes to go down and collect shell casings from when they target practice. And he came up and we picked 4 off of him. So, yeah. No chiggers, well, is a chigger like a no-see-em? Is it like a little gnat type deal? Because we have no-see-ems, they call them up here. And holy smokes. Can't really hardly see them, but man, they'll start biting you and they'll make you itch. Feels like you're on fire. So I don't know if that's what a chigger is or not, but if it is, or they're related, so yeah. We've got black flies up here. So in the spring we have black fly season. Black flies will literally suck you dry of blood in like no time. I mean no time. They are bad. They'll go up your nose and your ears and your eyes, swallow them. They're just, it's like a cloud. Uh-oh, Mercury Man says, has everyone subscribed to Craig's Cords to Coles? If not, do it now. We got to get to 500 subscribers so that we can see what's under the tree cover. Uh-oh, Britt says he's got an upcoming tree for an upcoming video that nobody's gonna guess. He's excited to do it. Huh. Well, I don't know. You always have stuff that I don't have, so all set. Oh, Brianna says chiggers burrow into your skin. No, I don't have chiggers up here. Chiggers all set with that. Anything that's gonna burrow into my skin, I'm good. No-see-ems are a cakewalk compared to chiggers. Yeah, so no, I'll stay away from where there's chiggers too. Sounds like something I don't need in my life. I'm good. A micro wood tick. Yeah, that's... some of you guys where you live, it doesn't sound like it's any fun. I don't know if I'd want to go outside. Yeah, it should be good weather for Fellowship at the Furnace. So for anybody that's going down to Maryland to Brad's for Fellowship at the Furnace, looks like going to be great weather down there for that. I just did not have time. There's no way. We've got to go to Indiana next week for the new podcast, God, Guns, and Sawdust. Excuse me, Sawdust. And it's definitely getting busy. And I've got wood to do in between, and I've got to get wood moved out so we can get more wood in. Today was not productive. Today was not productive. It's something, that's for sure. All right, Mike, I'll keep my eyes peeled for you. I know what we're after. Brent Smith says, bug spray all day for chiggers and ticks in Alabama. The chiggers don't sound like much fun. They sound like worse than ticks. So, yeah, I'm all set with the chigger stuff. Hey, have a good night, Derek. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. So, we have a new model of Firewood processor that is getting released from Cord King. I've got a couple of people quite interested in them right now. But we have an 1820R turbo, and the turbo is referring to the splitter and the split cycle on the machine. So it has a repeater style, box style wedge on it to make your perfect bundle or restaurant wood or real consistent splits with a 3-second or less cycle time. The 3-second cycle time is running a 26-inch stroke. So when you get down to 16 or 18-inch firewood, you can set the stroke on the machine, and it will definitely speed that cycle up even more. So if anybody is looking for a machine to make that perfect split firewood, these will run a 20-inch diameter log And oh, Alan, Timber Cutter Patriots here, boys, and he must have been listening because he's getting me a baby spider. That's gonna be something special for sure. If there's a baby spider, Alan, you're gonna see what happens when I find one. Have you ever seen the movie Home Alone when they put the spider on the guy? That'll be me. That'll be me. And I don't care if it's live TV or how many people are watching, I'm out and I'll go through whatever I need to get away from that spider. So just make sure there's a clear path. Oh, now they're saying to send it in the mail. That'd be even better. Reach into the mailbox and get a spider out of a envelope. So that'd be special. So yeah, so we'll be in Indiana for the 4th of July. We're gonna have the new podcast with Timber Cutter Patriot and Ryan Willick, God, Guns, and Sawdust. Excuse me. And we'll be debuting that. I'll have it live on YouTube. He'll have it on Facebook. It will be on TikTok, and we will have it streaming on podcast platforms. So it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to be able to find it somewhere, and it's going to be a really cool opportunity. We're really hoping to get some interest from the younger generation into forestry and firewood and arborist work. We need the younger generation to get more into this industry. It's one of those deals where it's just we have fewer and fewer young people wanting to go into forestry of any kind, and it's an industry where when people are retiring, there's nobody to replace them. So we need to work on that. And somebody asked, of those 3 topics, which will we talk about the most? Sawdust. The guns is more just because of the fact that was what this country was founded around, was our right to bear arms and our right to defend ourselves. So that's why it's in there. And God is in there because whenever you think that you have a plan, all you have to do is look up and tell him what that plan is, and he'll show you that you were absolutely wrong. There's only one person that has a plan, and that's the man upstairs. If you follow his direction, he will make sure that you are taken care of. I can't tell you how many times I've worried and wondered how I was going to pay for bills, or how I was going to pay for repairs, or how we were going to pay the bills or mortgage or whatever. But every time that I've put trust, it definitely has been taken care of, and I've had everything I've needed. So that's my soapbox plan on that for sure. You know, sometimes we have plans and they don't line up with the big man's plans, just like what Mike from Lake Ontario Firewood says, and we spend a lot of time trying to get back and get right. So I think a little perspective goes a long ways. A little perspective goes a long ways. For me, one of my big things is help someone if you can. I say it in all of my videos, but it's absolutely 110% true. If you can help. You don't know what that can mean to somebody. Billy says he's looked up a lot since he lost his wife last April. He's got me through. That's 100% true. 100% true. It's just, yeah, it's one of those deals. And Brandon said he used to have those days, 300 in the checking account, in 2 weeks before the next milk check, and he made it. And that's the whole thing. If you put your perspective there, he'll take care of you. He really will. And it takes a lot as a person and as a man. It takes a lot for us to put our faith and align it with him. But if we follow and we do what we're supposed to do, he'll take care of us every single time. Every single time. My wife and I both started businesses, and we were not ready financially to do that. And he's seen us through. Has there been rough times? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's been rough times. Still have them. But we try to put our trust where it belongs, and it seems to work out pretty good. So, you know, you won't ever have me preach at you, but if there's anybody that's struggling with anything, I don't care what it is, you can call and talk to me. You can talk to me anytime you want. I'll pray with you. We can pray together. I don't care. But nobody's too tough and nobody's too big to feel like they have to do any of this alone. And I'm always here for any of you guys. It doesn't matter who you are. So I know Alan's headed back from church. He's probably riding in his excuse me, probably riding in his car on his way home. He said he'd check in, and I appreciate him checking in. So one of these times, Alan and I will do a live together, and we'll let you guys ask some questions of him and do all of that stuff and get everything done. But I think it'll be good to have a few guests on. So probably once a month or so, we'll have a guest on the channel, and we'll get everything going and have somebody new on here, and we'll just kind of touch base here and there. Michigan Man says, one word of advice: do not be ashamed of the gospel. Be unashamed of what God has done for us. He needs to be at the forefront of everything. And that's 100% right, Michigan Man. That's 100% right. And that's why with the men's mental health awareness and stuff like that with Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff, God's given me a platform to be able to reach an audience and to be able to show that he is there for everybody. So I use that to the best of my ability without sounding too preachy. It doesn't matter if you're an addict off the street, a homeless man, or a millionaire walking into a church. I will sit next to any one of you and be perfectly happy sitting next to you because you're where you need to be. So but we've got a busy day of Firewood tomorrow. Kevin's headed to work. He'll go home, get some sleep. He'll pick up the belts on the way over in the morning. I will saw and cut with Gramp in the morning, stack for him. And about the time I get done sweating really, really bad and want to go take a break, Kevin will be rolling in and we'll start our 5-quart order. So we'll see how it goes, and I'm sure we'll have a video up so that everybody can see what happened. And we will see you guys on Sunday. And then the next time that you see us, we will be in Indiana or on our way to Indiana. And we'll be going to see TKP, Alan Collier, and Ryan Willick. And we'll be getting everything rolling. So going to be a good time. Hope to see all of you guys at the podcast at some point. If there is anybody that has a business here and is interested in sponsoring the podcast or anything like that for advertisement purposes, whatever, reach out to me, shoot me an email, and we can go from there. We've got some businesses already that have showed a little bit of interest, and we've got other businesses that we work with that are willing to do some of that stuff too. So we will see everyone, and we'll see you on Sunday. Have a good one.